What's up? What's good? What's poppin'? What's cracking? What's percolating? What's really good in the hood? And I know it's late. I promise this is the last video I'm gonna do tonight, this morning. But actually, this morning don't end till 12, so p.m. So who knows? Anyway, before we begin, like, share, subscribe. If you know me, grow me, sharing is caring. So yeah, if you like, leave a comment. If you don't like, leave a constructive comment. You know, at the end of the day, we can agree to disagree. And that don't mean that we don't like each other. We just don't agree on this particular subject matter. And that's cool. I tell people all the time, brothers and sisters disagree. Husband and wives disagree. I don't know why people feel like because they disagree, they got to automatically dislike each other. It's a particular topic. I guarantee you going to agree on another topic later on. Anyway, before we begin, so y'all see the title, source material and why it's important. You know, I can't lie. As 2021 comes to a close and I reflect back on 2020, cancel culture, source material, people getting mad, fan bases. We had the Kevin Smith incident, Kevin's last name, in regards to He-Man, Masters of the Universe. We had that. We had the whole Black Clark Kent fiasco. We had that go on. We had Anthony Mackie. We had, because members of the LGBTQ suggested that he and Sebastian Stan should be in a on-camera relationship because of their chemistry. We had a whole bunch of stuff going on. And myself, as well as, I'm gonna say we're the minorities, comic book nerds, people that grew up reading comic books, still collect comic books, still buy the action figures and everything like that, people that have the DVDs and the Blu-rays, the video games, people, us that's been doing it forever. We're the minority. And source material is taboo when we use it. But let's talk about source material, because people find it easy to take liberties with what you consider to be sacred and holy. But they don't want you taking it with it. Let's go. Mr. Smith, you'll like this one. I wonder how we would feel. Those of us that don't care about them taking liberties with the comic book characters. How would we feel if somebody took liberties with the telling of the Bible? Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one first. Suppose somebody took, however you feel about the Bible, the stories in the Bible, and say we call Jesus Carlos. Say instead of Adam and Eve, we had Adam and Steve. Say instead of having just Jesus, we had Jesus and his sister Jocelyn. Yeah, quite a few people would be offended. I get that too. I'd understand that one. I would. And that's coming from somebody who doesn't believe in that. But I would definitely get why they would be mad. And they would have a right to. But let's keep going. I like this one. This is prevalent. Altering of the United States history. There's been a lot of talk about that one. What we got? CRT, critical race theory, going on right now. It'd be real easy if we just told the truth, huh? But now let's keep going. What about your family history? That's source material. Suppose we took liberties with that. And I know some of you are saying, well, Theo, Those are different. To who? To who? Just because your source material matters to you doesn't mean it should matter to someone else. Shouldn't. Just because you consider your source material sacred doesn't mean someone else should they? Let's change it up. Let's do something simple. I'm a Steelers fan. Suppose we altered the history of the team. Just to tell a story. Suppose the team wasn't founded by the late great Art Room. Suppose we said the team was founded by a gentleman by the name of Zon Lan. And yes, I made that up. Zon Lan. Pick whichever ethnicity you think it applies to. You know who it doesn't apply to. Say we once said the Pittsburgh Steelers were founded by Zon Lan, and instead of winning 6 Super Bowl titles, they only won 2. Let's say that the quarterback who won the first Super Bowl was not named Terry Bradshaw. Let's say that that quarterback's name was I don't want to be insensitive. I know. Hector Huerta. How would we feel then? What if we said the first commissioner of the National Football League was a woman, and her name was Patrice Johnson? Well, you're saying, Theo, those are all true events. True to who? See, if it happened, it happened. If I write a story, I publish that story happened. Anything that you write in reference to that story, it's going to be based on that story. No different than when we did Creed. We paid homage to Apollo. We kept the canon and the legacy of the character intact. We did. The source material matters. It always has. And source material is source material because it's written by a person. The Bible was written by somebody who was thinking. The United States Constitution was written by somebody who was thinking. The National Football League was created by someone who was thinking. Comics are created by people who are thinking. When you take liberties with those people's thoughts, it says a lot about how much you respect their thoughts. The thing that we never take into consideration is when you show little to no regard for somebody else's thoughts, You're saying it's okay for someone not to think much of your own. I ain't saying. I'm just saying. Listen, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. I really, really do. I ain't want to get all melancholy and everything like that, but source material is source material. It matters to somebody. And trust me, while the source material that matters to them might not matter to you, I guarantee you there is some source material that does matter to you. And just respectfully so, you would want that person to appreciate that source material that matters to you and not be so damn gung-ho and taking liberties with it. It's called mutual respect. Kevin Feige, Nate Moore, Ryan Coogler, Marvel Studios. You're guilty of being disrespectful. You're guilty of being misleading. You're guilty of out and out lying. You're guilty of being negligent in taking advantage of an opportunity that was put before you. An opportunity to do right, to put your best foot forward, to not just talk about it, but to be about it. And what you've done is so reprehensible. The only thing that makes it worse are the people that look like me that even enable you to find the courage to be able to go forth and do with this movie what you're doing right now. I ain't saying, I'm just saying.